Everyone, Sean Simon's PPG Grandpa. I decided to put Loctite on all of my bolts, so I broke everything down and I'm going to go through and show you exactly what a paramotor is made out of. This motor right here is a Moster 185 Classic. There's really not much to it. You got one head here, spark plug, the air filter, the carburetor. You put the prop here, the motor spins this, and then in turn, it spins the prop. Of course, you have an exhaust. That's it. On the other side, this is what starts your motor. I have it undone right now because I'm going to put it on the frame. This right here is a brand new RPM meter, and I have it connected to the spark plug, so every time that it goes through, it counts the revolutions. And then I got the fuel filter, the fuel line, the pump, of course the gas tank, and the throttle. That's pretty much the motor in a nutshell. Now this is a SkyTap Angel. So this actually has a main piece right here, this big square, and the feet. And then this quarter, that quarter, and that quarter are all interchangeable, which is really great because if you happen to break something, it's easy to get another piece. But these things are pretty much a tank, and the maker of the SkyTap paramotors will give you free pieces if you destroy it. But of course, you have to have it on video so they can kind of see what happened and engineer it to make sure that it doesn't happen again. In the middle of the main piece right here, we have our 4 motor mounts that are mounted to the actual frame. And then this plate right here will actually hold the motor, and they also have a motor mount. The reason why I have so many motor mounts is to reduce the vibration. But the more motor mount that you have, the more the motor can flex. Okay, here's the prop, and as you can see, it is massive. And when this is on the back here, it is outside of the cage. So because it has all these motor mounts, this thing with the motor is allowed to flex a lot without hitting the cage. Not gonna flex that much. I'm definitely over exaggerating. I'm just saying it's not gonna hit the frame and destroy your frame. This particular frame, instead of having like J-bars or swing arms, it has these solid points right here that are actually connected to the main frame. And of course, the harness is going to fit here. I'll show you in just a moment. But what I wanted to show you is how solid this whole frame is and how this actually is put together. So we're just going to put these in the holes like that. And then these Velcro are going to Velcro it together. And that's a long piece of Velcro. So what it does, it wraps around, then it has a little elbow part right here that goes around the metal piece. And then this continues to go around. Hey, dog.
Continues to go around. Like that. And now we have the second one.
Extra strength elbow there. It is very, very solid. And the reason why I like this is because if you go forward and land on your face, boom, guess what? You're not really landing on your face. This frame takes all the impact, which is good because the motor on the back could still be going and pushing you down, but you'll be fine. Another thing I really like about this is that it actually will stand up by itself. Has its own feet, and another cool feature for me or for newbies is coming in for a butt landing, or you slide in, it's not going to break the frame. And of course, if you turtle, boom, All you have to do is pull your quick release and you're out of the turtle. All right, so cleaned up the harness. If you think that you're gonna go paramotoring and your stuff is always gonna be clean, you're wrong. So let's take a look at the harness before it's connected. Look at the back here. I have that nice padded back, which is really good because you can see where it fits. It's gonna be right there behind the motor, and that's gonna keep a lot of vibration off your back also. All right, so the motor mount actually bolts together kind of interesting. You have the motor mount right here that's bolted in this way. However, you have this that bolts the entire thing to the frame. Is this Loctite since mine exploded too. So now I can check my gas in the paramotor when I'm flying. It's about 75 degrees. I still haven't put together my paramotor. Maybe what did Daddy get you from the store? Good boy, my favorite boy. Don't know what happened to that Loctite. It just kind of exploded. So just went to Walmart, got some new Loctite. Just a dab. I know these things aren't going to back out, and I'm not going to follow this guy. But I tell you what, it gives me peace of mind. As soon as you put it in, it kind of spreads all the way. They are tight as a drum. I can't even get them off, which is pretty awesome. All right, so that's good. Let's go ahead and put the motor on through there. And I put the Velcro around, and now I'm putting these lock pins right in here. All right, so I put a dab of Loctite on here. Underneath the head here needs to be bolted all nice together. We're gonna put the throttle through now. Convenient. There we go. And now with the motor on the back, it will stand up all by itself. Now this is gonna be going on this side. I heard that starting this thing is difficult because of where this is. I don't know yet. I haven't tried it. Just a little bit. And we are going to run it through here. Now we have this. There's the handle. And now we're going to make a little knot on this side here. Put that in here. And this just goes right into here like so. There we go. In case you're wondering what this is all about, all this is tubing that has a little hole right here that I'm going to zip tie to keep it all nice and out of the way. That is away from the motor and will stay nice and straight without any kinks. These have a habit of vibrating out far enough to get hit by the prop. So to be safe, I got little holes in here and I'm going to zip tie this to the frame. One less thing I have to worry about. All right, so I decided to put the tack here because when I start the thing on the rack, then I can run this full throttle to make sure I get up to 8,300 RPM. First thing we're going to do, we're gonna string this up here first. So now it's just hanging. I put it through here, but you have to put it through a third time through the top here. So there we go. We have them both secured correctly. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring these up. And I noticed that it being higher like this is so much nicer. Just like those right up there, this needs to go back up this way. All right. Now this side. So we get that on. Now we're going to connect this, which is our hang point. Little dog bone on here, and we have the option of putting them within those 6 holes. From what I heard from the manufacturer, I probably need to have it in the 2nd or 3rd. I don't know. I think I'll do 2nd. See what it feels like. So we opened up the carabiner, and now we're slipping that around here like that, and it nicely slips down like so. Same with the other side. All right.
What can I add for you?
I didn't say nothing. Shut up, stupid. All right, so.
I've added Sing shut-ups to your shopping list.
Oh, you are so
Anything
stupid.
else?
Shut up, Siri, or Alexa, or Google, whoever the hell you are. All right, so.
I've added Google whatever to your shopping list.
You are so stupid.
Anything else?
Push that down and around like so. I feel like we're missing something. I know, right? Need a prop. And I got these prop bolts. Our spacer on the back. Come back to the back here. Making sure that when we put this on, these fin things are pointed out on both sides. Because when they go around, they actually help cool the head. Just in case you didn't know, they go out like that. When I first started, I didn't know. I was looking for a video that actually showed how these propellers go on, and it took me a while to figure it out. In the user manual that you can get online and print out, carbon propeller is 10 to 12 Newton meters. I suggest you get a toolbox for all of your paramotor possible needs and bring it with you anytime you go out to fly. So foot-pounds, and the other side you should have Newton meters. We are setting it to 10.5, which is right in the middle of 10 to 12. Just like with the car, you skip and go around and get them all like that until they're all done. So that is done. Actually, everything's done. Now we need to do a hang test. So I get these straps and I hang them around the rafters, and then I let them hang here and make sure they are perfectly level. Your friends, so I just velcroed those down, velcroing the little strap thing that's hanging out, so I don't have it hanging out. All right, there. So those are all good. Let's hang this thing up. My favorite features of these type of harnesses and frames, because I can just sit down here, easily put this on. Like, let's see how. Yeah, that should work right. And once I'm in, I'm going to stand up and clip into these. All right. How does this seat feel? Where am I leaning? Kind of leaning down. All right, if you can hook me in. Yep. All right, so you'll push me up like that, and I'll be up in the air. Perfect hang point. This is comfortable.
You're gonna get a bath now. Go. Yeah.
Inside, Bubba. Buddy.
Oh, that's perfect.
Bubba. Bubba, inside. Buddy.
Rah, grab my little granddaughter. Rah. This is slippery.
Quit doing that, Cameron.
Like and subscribe.